The winter campaign 2018-2019 is here. Welcome, Will.
Thank you, Jack. Thank you for inviting me to the start of the winter campaign.
Well, it was touch and go whether I'd just be doing it by myself because I'll be able to control that a lot better. So, welcome to the winter campaign. We are going to talk about what we're going to hope to achieve throughout this one, what we achieved last year, what our long-term goals are, what our short-term goals are, and all things House of Bread winter. Despite the fact that it is currently one of the warmest Novembers on record.
Yeah, but it's only just around the corner.
Winter campaign last year.
Yes.
Can you remember back that far?
Yes, I can, just.
Beast from the East.
Yeah.
It was very, very snowy and very treacherous for our winter friends.
It was, and we had a lot of snow.
Our friends during the winter.
Yeah, we had a lot of snow. I think what we learnt very early on was the importance of the constant supply of hot food throughout the day. So one of the things that we are better at now, and with people like Louis on board and the catering team behind Chef, sir, if you're watching, is just how effective his choice of menus are. So things like constantly having a range of soups on, constantly having a really nutritious lunch which sort of rolls into supper, and just making things more easy for people. We've got coffee takeaway now, which we didn't have last year.
One of those big things, like Will said, when it was very cold last Wednesday, I think it was, or Thursday, I popped in. I was driving around doing something, and it was lovely and warm in there because we were using the ovens. Now, obviously, we want to get heating in at some point. Cafe 43 in the past has been really, really cold because the heating doesn't work because the building has no boiler, and in the past, it's been very, very cold with ceramic floor tiles which just drain all the heat. So the fires are going, the cooker's going, so that keeps a little bit of warmth. What did we achieve last year in the sense of the winter campaign?
There's a complete all-round package of support which we didn't have last year, and the winter campaign sort of encourage people to support us financially, which is tremendous, and we will be asking for that support again. So
this year and last year, very, very much similar. It will be all about donating lots of warm clothes, lots of blankets, toiletries so people can keep clean, dryers, and the washing machine. So if you've got a spare bit of Persil left over, chuck it our way, because obviously this time of year people's clothes get wet and they stay wet and they get very, very cold. On top of that, obviously we need to keep the cookers going, we need to keep the home fires burning.
Yes.
So collection points will be up and around. People this time of year really get excited about it. We're talking about going into Tillington Hall.
Yeah, reverse advent calendars.
Reverse advent calendars, all that kind of stuff. In terms of our short-term goals, Will, for the winter campaign, warm clothes, blankets, and for lack of a better phrase, money.
Yeah, we need money because, as using my cliche, we have to pay for the increased amount of gas and electric we're going to use. So it's about the basic needs. So we all trade in anything that we can use. For example, we'll talk about in the Hob News some of the gifts that we're given that we can resource and we can use. But ultimately, we need to pay our way, and we're not afraid of asking people to support us because a lot of people already do. So if you're somebody there in a position to say, actually, I could commit a £10 donation to us, or local giving or direct debit, those are crucial costs that we need. And if we're going to aspire to do a lot more for the next year, and we are, then we need that sustainability of cash flow.
It's an expensive time of year for everyone.
It is. So anything that you can think of that's direct related to the winter, give us a call, check it out, phone us and find out whether we need the thing that you've got. But just think about the winter for yourselves. Just think about those extra times when you open the drawer and you get that extra jumper out, or that scarf, or that pair of gloves, or the thermal socks. We need those for our friends. And lastly, be informed. Think about